I'm 5 minutes early and I know I look weird because I have the different camera here because I will film tonight. I already prepared my camera. I will film the Audi S6 e-tron Avant outside in the dark. I want to test the light and ambient light and all of this stuff. And yes, so I prepared everything already for the camera. It's gonna get dark. Sun goes down at 7:30. And then half an hour later it's gonna get nice and dark. So, and tomorrow the car will be picked up, and so I'm doing this tonight. So we have a short little live stream, half an hour or so, and then I will go. Watching ad first, that's always a good idea. I need the ad, thank you very much. Hey, Photostorm, 17 people already here. You guys are crazy. Yeah, what we're talking about today is IAA. And then, of course, yesterday I was at the ID.Cross event, but there was also way more. Hello, girl from Winnipeg. Hello. And Grow M is here. Just Cars, that's the stuff. So yesterday, Sunday, I did my normal long distance trip with the S6. Awesome, by the way. We talk about this also. Hi, you're early. The news on TV are not done yet. And then I went to Munich. I was there where we're gonna talk about everything. Let's start with the day yesterday. My plan was. We don't even need the plan. And by the way, if you want to see what I did yesterday, and also one video is already up at Behind the Battery, my third channel where I started vlogging. We vlogged the whole day yesterday, but it will be 2 episodes. It was just too much. So 12 or 7 p.m. 7 p.m. It's 7 p.m. So yeah, 7 hours later, that seems right. Otherwise, it should be 6 hours. So where my mother-in-law is. So got up not too early because I knew I want to drive. I had to plan a new route with the S6 because I want to end at the IAA in Munich, and it should be around 600 kilometers. And I planned a few routes. Hello from Denmark, hello from Germany. And some routes had horrible construction zones, so I couldn't use it. So the only one I found was 513 kilometers. Nuremberg, I don't even know, somewhere then down and then back to Munich. And a better route planner told me it will take 4 hours 40. The car told me 4 hours 45 minutes, and the car said. No, a better route planner thought maybe 4.5 hours. And I drove so late because the event was at 2 p.m. In Munich, and they told me don't be later than 1:15 at the event. Now, where you arrive, parking garage, and then you have to walk to the entrance until you get everything out, and then go there and then find. So you in the entrance, you have to find the hall where Volkswagen is and everything. I thought I want to be there a bit earlier, just to be sure. It might take a bit, and maybe I'm gonna take a look around as well. And so I drove at 8. I thought I will be latest there at 12:50, maybe at 1. That just should be fine. And the S6 was just amazing. Yes, 800 volt system and charge is amazing, but also power. And I drove really fast. I drove 150 the whole time. And when I could, and sometimes even for fun, I drove 200, and the top speed is 248. I drove that a few times as well. It was just a lot of fun. I love this car. It has its downsides. I made a video, haven't edited yet, what I like and don't like about the S6, but the power is really fun. And the consumption is higher than the normal A6. I had the A6 rear-wheel drive at some point. Of course it's higher, but it's still great. It's still great and it feels good. and it feels better at high speeds. That was very important to me, and overall it feels better. It's dynamic, it's nice. The normal A6 was a bit boring. Hello, Lars Peter. And so I drove my thing, charged twice at Ionity. I charged once, I think 7 minutes. I have to check. It was no time. It was stressful, really stressful to charge just for a few minutes, because what was this? 10 minutes for 38 kilowatt hours, and then 9 minutes for 37 kilowatt hours. It's just way too fast. Shit, don't let your wife know that you drove 200. I told her and she knows, so she's fine with it. Finally got my ID.7 Tourer GTX all black out. I love the car. It's just so comfortable and has everything in it. It is mine for 3 years. Company car. Go enjoy. The normal, not GTX, would be even a tiny bit more comfortable and a tiny bit less consumption. But you have just a bit more power and a bit more acceleration and a bit better in corners. That for sure. So the S6 was just so fast. I was there in 4 hours and 20 minutes. And I even had a pee break and everything. It was no time. Charging was just amazing. It was really stressful. You arrive, you plug in, then I film inside, then I film outside in German and in English, then I film for the vlog, and then I have to take pictures for the thumbnail for the video, and then I take pictures for Instagram, and then it's like, oh my God, I have to go. Wow, you have a great wife. Go for you guys to trust each other. Well, she knows that I'm not risking anything, and she drove with me. When she drove the e-tron GT with me in the car, she drove above 200 and didn't even notice it because the car is just so amazing at high speeds. So I arrived way too early at 12:20. Parking was for free because it's still setting up day on Sunday. The IAA started today at 8 a.m. But I was there, and so I went just in. There's free charging at the IAA, at the Messe, always AC charging, but you need a card from someone. Doesn't matter what you use to start it, which is so weird, but you need it. But they don't charge you then. So really, there's nothing in. I charged for 3 hours or so. I arrived with 11%, and I think I left with 35 or something. And so I arrived, filmed the ending, filmed vlog, and then walked to the IAA. And then it's very, very complicated, since it's not a Volkswagen event. It's a Volkswagen event at the IAA, so you need an entrance QR code to get in. So a few days ago, they sent me a coupon code. You have to use this coupon code to buy a ticket that's for free. And this QR code that it will create, with this you get in. Okay, I had everything. I went to the entrance, had the QR code, went there and said, stop, not allowed, not a valid ticket. And there's nobody from Volkswagen there. There was nobody. And I was, okay, what do I do now? So I waited around a bit, and then tried different QR codes that I had, but it was something different. It was at the event where you need a QR code. But then I tried it again, the normal QR code, and it worked. So I think there was a time restriction on it. I was just too early. And then, okay, I have to find where at the Messe, because it's gigantic, many different buildings. Where do I have to go? Where's Volkswagen? It's at B1s, okay. So I went to Volkswagen. And then everything was just closed, and just people there that looked weird, and I was, what is going on here? Where do I go in? But then again, it was just too early. And then I walked around, came back, and then the curtains were up. You could see people, and there were people standing in a line, and then there were other people going to a different spot, where they always, the people there pointed to the other to go to the line. So I went to the line, went in line for a while. People were cutting the whole time, and I was getting more and more frustrated. It took so long, And I was like, this is an event. What the hell takes so long? We all have a QR code. I thought we did all of this at home, where we signed up and said we're embargo and all this stuff. You were in good company, bunch of people who looked weird. That's true. That's me. And then finally, I went there and I said, okay, I have this QR code. What do I have to do here? Oh, you can just go in. So they didn't put up a sign that says if you have a QR code, go here. If you don't have, you have to register there. So okay, went in. Remember the shuffle guy, that's true. So I went in and it was just way too many people. I'm horrible when there's a lot of people. So when I'm in a pedestrian zone and there's a lot of stuff going on and there are people everywhere. So if there are people 1 meter around me, I get stressed. I want to go somewhere where there's more space so I can breathe and be, it has nothing to do with the people are sick or anything. I just want to be, And so I went in, I looked around, and then I went somewhere where there was space, and it was right at where the Volkswagen ID everyone was. Where are we? Any pictures? Where are my pictures? There are my pictures. Where are we? Yeah, this is the S1 at the first charge. Yeah, and this looks weird. You might think, what am I parking? But the thing is, so they made these cobblestones the way that you park here, but then they put lines on it later that you park in the different direction. You can see it here. And I was totally confused, parked, nobody was there. And then I was doing this. Where am I? This is the beginning. 6 is the stuff. Then yeah, here. So I was standing here in the back and got a bit of air and looked a bit at the ID everyone. That was the only car that was here. By the way, it's way bigger in real life than I thought. So this looks way bigger than an up. It's not ID.3 size, but it's not tiny. I thought it would be bigger. I was wrong. And as you can see here, it gets more, and then to the right you can see it gets more and more and more. Then it looks like this. But the Audi looks sweet. Saw the vid of you driving there. Nice ride. No, it's really nice. It's really nice. The Audi S6 rules. And so we were waiting around, and then 10 minutes before start, there was a voice coming in the loudspeakers. Hello everyone, we are welcoming you to the Volkswagen event, blah blah blah. The event will start in 10 minutes. Please go to your seat and turn your mobile to silent. And then 5 minutes before it says the same thing. And so I went to a spot, it was way too far, there were way too many people. So if I would have filmed this, this is nothing. I already zoomed in. I'm far away in the back, and here to the right are 10 million people that you can see. That poor woman had to drive out, and everything had to be on a perfect spot that the turntable worked. And then the other ones too. It was cute. So they showed 6 different cars. 7 different cars at this Volkswagen event. First car that came out, can't see it. That's true. Sorry. So this is what it looked like. Just so many people here, and then there were on the left side there was a whole thing that went even up, that where everything was full. But the first car that came out was the ID Polo that you can't see on this picture. Where is it? Here. There was the first car that came out, and it just comes out, turns on a table. Then the chef of Volkswagen is talking a bit, and then it turns the whole way around, and then it drove out here. And then the Cupra Raval came out. Same as the ID Polo, just the Cupra version. Then the Skoda Epic came out that you can't see on my pictures really well. It's this here in the back. Also the same thing, but then someone else. Cross looks smaller than ID.3, bigger than Polo. The Cross is shorter but wider and taller than an ID.3. Um, and then the ID.Cross came out, and they turned it out. And he said the car is very, very close to the final production. So not a lot. Oh, that's my acceleration thing. So that's all the pictures I took. I have other pictures. Where are they? I took more pictures, I have to say. There should be on the vlog. No, I deleted those. Oh no, I don't have them anymore. Did I delete those? I think I deleted those. Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. No, I don't have them anymore. So exactly same as T-Cross then. Smaller footprint than Golf, but taller. Exactly. Exactly. Skoda Epic and Volkswagen ID.Cross looks to be very similar, same platform. They're all on the same platform, the MEB Plus. The Epic is not as high. So the Cross should be the SUV, and the Epic is just ID.2 and Cupra Raval, so ID Polo. It's all the same. After that, all 4 cars came out. Then ID Bus came out, the one with that can drive itself, but someone drove it in there, which I can understand. It's not a normal road. Then Bob Marley's son came out with an ID Bus painted by him, so how he would want it to be painted, the colors. He came out, talked for a minute and left. And then the new Porsche Turbo S 911 Porsche came out. They showed that. And then Scout, which I never heard, American company, came out with a gigantic pickup truck for the American market. And then there was it. They took pictures, and we could never get close to the car. So hopefully today and then in the next days they're somewhere presented so we can get a bit closer to the car. The ID.Cross interior looks impressive though. I could see that going into an ID.3. Yeah, the interior looks good. I'm sure this is not how it will be at the end, but if all seats go down as they showed, that's very interesting. And the trunk, and then the trunk is very deep, and then under the seat, I don't need that because I will always have the dog blanket in there, but still, that's a great idea. That's so cool. Scott Cook spoke entirely a word salad of marketing dren. I don't know who that is, but I guess you mean the Scout chef boss. But he just all I heard was American, American, American. Don't be scared. It's America. It's made for the American market. It's a bit bigger than what you are used to here in Europe. That's all he said the whole time. I have to be a bit lower here. God, I look like I'm bald. Scout guy. Yes, and then this was going on for an hour. Then I left, went back to the car. You need the ticket again to get out of this. So you cannot just leave this. You need your ticket to get out. And by the way, when you go in, it prints out a little thing that you should hang over yourself. What the hell? Where are we? I said, no, I'm not doing this. Funny to show first at the European show then. Maybe because it's just the first event and they decided, let's do this. There will be American journalists, and this is how so many times you see a European people. I mean, ID.7, the concept was shown in Las Vegas the first time. The same sometimes at a Chinese thing. No dinner with Kyle and Chris, no. So I talked to Chris Reefer. If you don't know him, shame on you, Norwegian YouTuber. He's an amazing guy. He's one of the only people in this YouTube world that is normal. I met a lot of people, but most of them were Germans, and they're not nice. If they need you, they're totally nice. The second they don't need you, they don't talk to you, they don't look at you. So and if you're in the way, if they need to do something and you do your stuff, they get mad at you. This is what I have noticed. And Chris is a bit different. He's normal. Like I think I am. I'm just normal, nice. I'm doing my stuff and oh, you need something? Okay, go ahead. We'll make it happen. But some people are like, no! And Kyle wrote me a message on that day too. They're gonna go out to dinner, but at 7:30 p.m. in the middle of Munich. That means I would have to go into Munich. It takes half an hour, no parking anywhere, and then I would go home at, I don't know, 9, 10, and then I'm home at 12, and I left at 8 a.m. and I was driving 5 hours and then another 2 hours to get home. And I said, sorry, I can't do the dinner. This is not. It's too much. But Chris wrote me, do you still want to meet? It would be amazing. I said, of course, I would love to. And so after this event, I went to the car. Car charged, like I said, to 35%, and maybe even 40. Can't remember. With AC. And then I drove out to the Ionity charger in Garching. I was never there. 12 chargers. And a lot of cars there, by the way, and a lot of nice cars. We saw a lot of Macan, Taycan, an e-tron GT, the one that I had, even the same color in the air suspension, the same camouflage thing, but it wasn't the press car. It's just how do I call it? There's a package that you can buy, and it was exactly that. And he went out and thought we're gonna be all ooh, but Chris and I were like, yeah, I had different. I also had the air suspension. And the guy was like, huh? So I went out and met with Chris there. We had a lot of fun. A video of it will come to the Behind the Battery channel tomorrow because I already edited. It's already uploaded, but I want to do at least 2 days between the videos. And we I think 1.5 hours we had a nice meetup. He drove the S6 because he came from Norway with a normal A6 but the Quattro, and he said the car is not very stable at 210. Exactly what I said in my video. Then he drove this and with 248, of course. I was shitting my pants. Because he did it when there was a lot of traffic, and I wouldn't do that maybe, but the car was so fast at that speed that you could slow down again, and I was, whew. He did it twice, and then we went back and said our goodbyes, and maybe we'll see each other on Wednesday again, but I doubt it because he will be filming here, 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 here. I will be filming here, here, here. So tomorrow my plan is to do a lot of planning. What car do I want to see? Where is that car? In what hole? And then I'm gonna make a little plan. So first here, then here, here, here. And if I'm done at the messe, then go out to the open space that's inside of Munich. Have to take the underground train, and then look at a lot of stuff. Lotus invited me to look at a new concept car. They said you can have a half an hour with a new concept car that has like 900 horsepower, and I said thank you very much, but I'm very busy that day, and I don't know what I should talk about for half an hour of a concept car where they don't give me any new data except that it's electric and 900 horsepower. And I look at the form and everything, and I know that on my channel nobody will care about this car. It's just how it is. Nobody cares about any expensive car on my channel. Why would I do this? It's just a waste of time for them. Someone else can do it and have more luck. And then also it's getting there at the time, so stress, then waiting, this is your time doing it, and then I don't know. I know maybe there's connection, but I think they also, I asked them for a press car, they said no, and so I don't think there's a connection. They just thought they want as many people that have to do with electric cars there and show and to get the word out. That's it. But I want to look at all the cars in that open space. Visit with someone from Volkswagen that I know. If you don't know him, Yannick, I did an interview with him in Switzerland last year, and he gave me my ID.7 Hank in December of 23. And so he's there, and I want to meet him and say hello. And then that's it. Then I'm gonna go home. But like I said, I have to have a plan, and it starts at 9 a.m. They probably need all the exposure they can get at Lotus. I don't know. They don't. I'm sure they don't sell a lot of cars because it's very extreme cars for a high price. And so, like I said, I have to make my plan. What cars do I want to see, and then are they even there, and where are they, so I can go there. Yeah. Yeah, I said I'm gonna keep it short today because if you didn't see the beginning, the sun is going down right now, and I have to drive a night video, film a night video with the Audi S6, and that's why I have my camera equipment already prepared. I'm gonna end the stream now and then go and do this, and then tomorrow, like I said, planning and editing, and then Wednesday all day, 8 a.m., 9 a.m. The IAA starts. I'm gonna go in, do my whole thing. I think it goes till 6 p.m. I hope I won't take that long. 9 hours. I hope I'm done in 6-7 hours or so. I want to really. Last year I did only 5-minute segments on each video. On each car. This time I want to do a bit longer ones. Show the car a bit in more detail. Maybe get a bit of information. This is what I want to do too already. Before tomorrow, to have a bit of a script, and then, but I take Hank because tomorrow the Audi S6 is being picked up at between 2 and 4 p.m. He said he's gonna come, and then I will take Hank. Your feed will probably be done, yes, and that's why I don't bring my main camera this year, because it's a gigantic big backpack with the camera equipment, weighs over 10 kilos, and then I have a normal backpack with something to drink and eat in it, and then the camera with a gimbal weighs 5 kilo, and it's just way too much. That's why I bring the DJI Pocket 3, which I'm filming right now. It's tiny, light. I bring a power bank to charge it because the battery, yeah, so this event was like 40% of the battery. But it was an hour long, and I filmed a lot, took a lot of pictures, but I will film even more on Wednesday. So bring a power bank to charge it all the time. And I have a tiny little microphone, this one here. And I saw it was fine. As long as I'm not too far away with this, this is totally fine for filming. Inside, even outside. If it's the only thing where it has a problem when it's extremely bright, but then I have a different ND filter in here. For even, do we have a backup camera if DJI has problems? No, then I have the phone, but I trust it. DJI never let me down so far. Only thing if I break it, if I let it fall down or something. I'm not gonna even bring a tripod or anything. I'm just gonna bring this. This is my plan, and I think it's okay. It's really good. I'm really surprised. I would never film my normal car videos with it. Of course, it's not the quality, especially in the dark, but it's okay. What did I miss? Nothing. We're ending. Okay. But it's true. You all take care. No light game today. Like I said, I have to go because then it gets too dark way too fast, and I need half an hour to set everything up and go where I want to film. You all take care. I see you next Monday. Thank you all for being here. Peace, cheese. That's all I can know. Have you thought about getting another one? Nah, it costs 600 euros this thing. I don't have that time. That money.